One of my favorite ways to think about our time together on Sundays is as a way to mark time, to set a deeper reminder in ourselves of that greater sense of time that Elaine was talking about. It's passing, and to locate ourselves in that arc, to wake ourselves up in time, not in that daily sense, but in that deeper sense, to the time it is in our lives, or as Grace Lee Boggs used to say, what time it is on the clock of the world. One way we mark time together is by acknowledging the milestones that people are experiencing in their lives along the way. This week, I need to start with a really hard one. That is news that Foothills members Teresa and Don Boyle and dear Maddie and Christopher, they lost their home this past week. I had Tanner share their photos, because sometimes we need photos to kind of call to mind this family that I'm guessing many of you know. They lost their home and their cat and their chickens in a tragic house fire last Sunday. They will need to start from scratch, as the fire destroyed pretty much everything, all of their belongings. So let us hold Teresa and Dawn, Maddie, and Chris in our hearts through this difficult, traumatic time. If you're able to support them, we sent out their GoFundMe site in our weekly email this week, or you can make a donation to the minister's discretionary fund here at Foothills, as we will be pulling together a large gift to support them in the coming weeks. We are also holding Faye McDonald in our hearts this week as she navigates health concerns and supports her mother, who is in ill health. We also send our love to Doug Simons and his family on the loss of Doug's father, Calvin. Calvin very recently had a critical fall that he quickly succumbed to. At 95 and in a long-time Unitarian, Calvin spent years working on social justice, community development, and the peaceful resolution of conflicts. We hold him and their family in love. We also send our love and healing wishes to Clark Atkinson and his whole family as Clark recovers from viral pneumonia. We hope for quick healing, and care for that whole family. We also send our healing wishes to Michael Trujillo, who is recovering from a total knee replacement. And we celebrate with Steve and Lynn Pink as they mark their 45th wedding anniversary this weekend. And we celebrate with Mary Louise Garrick, who after 42 days at MCR, she has transferred to a rehab hospital. We are so grateful with Mary Louise. She continues to grow in strength and health. The return home is in sight. We hold all of these joys and sorrows and the tangled blessing of it all, and so many more, in our hearts with compassion and an awareness of the ways we are all connected in this life by this thread of the tangled blessing. Brene Brown says something that often knocks me over. She says, we can only offer as much compassion as we are able to give ourselves. Yeah, that knocks me over. I don't know how it hits you, but for me, this idea we can only offer as much compassion as we are able to offer ourselves, which means all compassion must begin with self-compassion.